Alright, this is just going to be kind of a evolutionary video. I've been using this build for a while now. I've changed a few things and I thought I'd just go ahead and share what I've done. Starting out, this build is probably familiar to some of you. I've used the Kraugh's mask, a couple pieces of Fortified Brass. The larger pieces I made heavy, so as to take advantage of the extra resistances. Everything else is medium. I've got 2 pieces of Spriggans and a couple pieces of Fortified Brass medium. So this totals for a 5-piece medium build, as well as Spriggans jewelry. Now I've got stamina recovery here and a few weapon damage, but you can change this around if you want more weapon damage. I find that I do a lot of Imperial City stuff, so I find this to be easier, as you're able to just sustain a lot better. Now these are Fortified Brass battle axes and Fortified Brass axe. They're all infused. I have disease damage and I've got poison damage. The disease, actually, I believe it only works for about 5 seconds, but it does take advantage of this. I've got 50% befoul, so you figure 20% in mono befoul and 50% here. This gives a total of 65% healing reduction for 5 seconds. Now it's not all the time, but it's something. Now this is what I have been using. My spell resistance is 24.6k. My physical resistance is at 21.3k. But I was looking around and I found something that I thought was pretty interesting, and I thought I'd go ahead and try it. No, I went with the Pirat skeleton visage, and this bumps my resistances way up. It's almost 3,000 for both physical and spell resistance. So coming back here, unbuffed, my spell resistance is at 28.5, and my physical resistance is at 25.2. Now, if I go ahead and buff up, we're almost at 34 on spell resistance, and we're at 30.5 for physical resistance. And keep in mind, I actually forgot one thing. I'm going to go ahead, since this is a medium armor build. Okay. Going that route. No, that's where it should be. I'm at 33k spell resistance and just about 30k physical resistance. And this is a medium build with 5 pieces of medium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1 heavy. Now, these are some pretty impressive resistances for a medium build. My crit resist is at 2992. Everything is impenetrable. I use a transmute station to change this to impenetrable. So I find that going much more than 3,000 really doesn't help all that much on critical resist. It helps a little, but not that much. So that's where we're at there. Now, if I'm gonna go ahead and now my weapon damage on my dual wield is 3300, and on my two-hander it's 21 or 3127. So just kind of remember those numbers. Now what I'm going to do is a little switch around. I'm going to go to the heavy armor version. So okay, now we're at the 5-piece heavy, 1-piece heavy head, and everything else is heavy except for the Spriggans, giving us our 5 heavy total. So right now our resistances are sitting at 30k and 27k. I'm going to go ahead and remove, actually, this is what I was running before. It was giving me 24k resistance and 27k resistance. If I went ahead and buffed up a little bit, as you can see, I'm at 32.5 and 29.2. Now this is on a heavy armor, and our weapon damage, as you can see, it suffered quite a bit. Yeah, also our crit has gone down a good bit too. And as you can see, that's my two-hander weapon damage, which isn't really much, but it doesn't really matter when you're out there. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this on. So now, as you can see, 30k and 27k. Go ahead. Now I'm at 35.5 and 32.2. So as you can see, that's gone up quite a bit due to this. And going this route, as opposed to Kraugh's, the Kraugh's visage is going to give you just about 3% total extra damage on your hits, or it's about 3.5. So that's just something to keep in mind when you're doing this. There's a couple play styles you can use. One, if you wanted to just be real tanky, and for Imperial City, I usually kind of like to go with this armor set. But if you want to go with doing a little bit more damage, just switch to medium, and you'll still have really pretty good results. You won't take a lot of damage at all. And I'm going to do a little bit more playing around with both of these. I may end up going the medium route and just using the pirate skeleton. Now I'm going to put a link below giving you a little bit more information about this and where you can find it and get it and all that. But anyway, this works out pretty well. So I guess it's up to you when you get out there if you want to go with a heavy armor set or a medium armor set. It's just according to you and your play style. But if you use heavy, you're going to really mitigate a lot of damage. So I just thought I'd go ahead and share that with you guys. And take care, and I guess I'll see you guys out there.